$300. You want to pay $350 for 2 of them.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, ain't nobody buying toilet paper but me.
Yeah, they're gonna be. Remember the last time that they lived over here?
It was a pain in my ass.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. Yeah, they're like, oh, I don't want to live over there anyways, and it's like, who fucking cares, man? Who fucking cares? It's a goddamn house.
And then she wants to ride to work.
It's her own house. No, fuck that. She can take taxis for all I fucking care. She can't give rides to work. Brandon will bring her to work.
Well, she's working at night.
That's it. Brandon will bring her to work. Brandon can go take a taxi, and then he can leave the car with her.
Paying his car.
I don't give a fuck, dude. They're gonna find a goddamn way to make their relationship work with their work schedule. I'm not gonna fucking.
Like I said, they should go ahead and get that 2-bedroom apartment. It's within walking distance of where she works.
Sorry, I'm having an argument on a live stream right now. It's fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, we're back, and I'm probably pissed a few of my non-viewers off by because I don't have any viewers on because I talked about bonding with children and how pedophilia is a recurring. It's like a chain letter basically.
Yeah, I know.
It's like the worst chain letter ever. So the realization that people can do different things and say different things and try to what's the word act like it's any legality. Oh, don't believe me. I hate it. I hate it within the power. I wish all of them were dead, but I have to live every day and not realize that yeah, I'm taking a Mini Cooper knockoff. Yeah, Mini Cooper knockoff. There we go. We're gonna talk about catching those corners with sadness and all those other things, and I make people angry. I hope I make people angry because the way they think is stupid, and the way that I think is stupid. So if we were to talk and ever realize emotions and stuff like that, then we'd probably come to a conclusion together. But that conclusion would probably mean nothing if no one was listening. Now that I gotta have no one's attention, I'm gonna talk about that sadness, okay? Because I know someone that's experienced it before, and I realized that when a person goes through something like that and tries to what's the word justify it. They try to justify it and say that it wasn't bad or it wasn't hurtful or it wasn't anything. They realize that they're emotionally hurt, and their emotions are null and void, basically. The realization that they went through while going through all that hurt and going through all that pain, because it's pain and hurt. Because I mean, people rebel against their parents constantly, and then realize that their parents were telling the truth, that there were terrible people out there, and they want to regain the trust for themselves. So when they try to regain the trust for themselves, they wind up hurting someone else, and that's a true form of emotion, and the emotion itself is volatile, and because it's trying to justify something that's a terrible act. And when you try to justify something that's a terrible act, then you can realize that then you'll realize that people themselves are trying to justify it in their own heads that what they did was right, or what they did was wrong, or what someone did was wrong, or they blame someone else. but if it ever happened to me, then I would blame myself because there's only so much you can do to make yourself feel better about something, and you can punch this guy in the face. See? So that guy is done for. So now he's like that, and then we're gonna get into the thing right here.
Come on, out of the car, lady.
Justifying those actions is hard. It's really bad to actually. Oh, he wants to haggle. I'm gonna take his car next.
Not fucking now.
1,007. All right. Okay. 1,007 it is, and we're gonna see if we can. Oh, it's a Mini Coupe with a freaking soft top. What? Mini Coupe with a soft top. So tightness. All right. So yeah, but justifying that behavior, and on my last live stream, justifying that behavior can lead to misinterpretations of what people actually think is going on. People try to justify their behavior in any way they can. They try to justify themselves as a true hero sometimes, and that they put kids in their place sometimes, and no, it's not that. You can't put a child in its place, because a child knows its place. A child knows that he is weaker, or he is emotionally unstabler than other people, and trying to put. Oh my God! I want that car so bad. Gimme! We're trying to turn off the radio, and all right, we're gonna get that car. We're gonna get that car. We're gonna get that car. We're gonna get that car.
This car's gonna be parked outside your house.
I say 17.5. 17.5? He agrees. 17.5. Awesome. This car is amazing. I'm gonna drive it to the end of the earth, and it's awesome. It's gonna be cool, and it's awesome, and it's freaking awesome, and it's freaking awesome, and it's freaking awesome. All right.
For fuck's sakes.
All right. So. But yeah, justifying that behavior, or any behavior, as far as violence or death or anything, that kind of thing. And justifying that those stuff can mean that you try to make it to where you're being what's the word, held captive in your own emotions, you know? And it turns out we can't do anything with this car, because one of the wheels is locked now. It's locked, and now it's flat. And you have to realize that some days you really have to take yourself a little bit less seriously. Like, say for instance, this curb right here. You can run into that. The realization that everyone is just trying to make sense of it all, and even scientists out there are people who are like big business guys and trying to keep control of their own business by trying to keep control of themselves. You have to understand that the people are going to be the way they want to be no matter what, and there's nothing you can do about it, and there's nothing you can say about it, because you can just take things as they come. You can only take things as they come to you, in waves of emotion or in waves of understanding, and a realization that that sadness itself can control your life if you let it. And sometimes I've actually let negativity control my life and turn into sadness because of the way that things go, you know. But also too, I like to make jokes and do stupid shit because that's just the way that I am. I try to make sure that I can make myself help every single day, no matter what's going on in my life, no matter how it's going on, no matter the way that I feel that day. I try to make a joke, or I try to make something positive, or I try to make something good, and I poured water on my laptop, so that sucked. So I'm sad about that, you know. Sad about that. And I wanted to make sure that I could make something better, and I can do something better with myself, even though I have 0 viewers right now. I'm sad about that. Not really sad because I'm doing
I just hope that broke your goddamn neck.
And we're gonna get that car right there. We want the wind in her. The wind in her. The wind in her. Alright. Let's see how many hills we can jump.
Citizens report A503 on Del Perro Freeway.
There we go. And oh, we just broke dance. That was tight. Broke dance. Break dancing. Slow him up. Slow him up. Slow him up. God dang it. So, I'm thinking about stuff that makes me sad now. So, sadness feeds into other sadness. So, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about it anymore. We're just gonna try to make ourselves happy. And this is how we stave off sadness. By ignoring sadness. By ignoring it, but at the same time trying to pick it apart. But at the same time trying to make yourself feel better about it. See, there's a red car. Awesome. That means we have to do a trick. So, I freaking can in the car. Can in the car. That's not a can, but put it in the car. So, awesome. And, alright, so when we believe that sadness kind of grips hold of us, because if we're waiting for something in a line or in a place that we can't understand, or like EMV, no one understands that place. No one understands why it's there, the way it's there. You should get your freaking ID online now. Like literally, you shouldn't get your ID. You don't need to get your ID at a place. You can literally get it online and have it sent to you, like a debit card. You should do it online. Because who gives a shit about going to the place? Just send them on the IP. You know, it's just dumb. Like, you try to be there, take a picture. No, it's lame. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to go there and do that at 8 o'clock in the morning? It's literally so you look shitty in the picture. It's so it looks like a mug picture. That's it. That's all it is. Because why can't you look good in the picture? Like, you gotta look shitty in the picture or something like that. Something like that. Stuff to get angry about right there. Stuff to get sad about because sometimes New Orleans is far behind on other aspects of realizations, and because they're money things. They're monies. They're money. They don't do things that other states do. They don't say things that other states do. I exploded, but I made sure my car was like a freaking Mini Coupe again. It was a Mini Coupe. So, like there's other ways that I got angry about being in New Orleans and about staying in New Orleans, but the fact that nothing changed, literally nothing changed from the age of when I was 13 to then on. Nothing changed, literally in my own neighborhood, and it pissed me off. It made me angry. There were no more buildings being built. There were no more things being made, and people just thought that there would just be they could just die there or something like that, because they were just so happy with the rest of their lives. But dying is a hard thing to look at, and that's sad too. So what we'll look at today is our second part of our analogy of sadness, and it's death. I mean, sadness is about death, having to do with death, or even getting some sort of thing happen to you that just it doesn't happen in everyday life, and that's the reason why I'm trying to differentiate between those two. And what happens to people through fucked upness and basically like emotional chain letters that they believe they have to put on somebody else to get rid of themselves. And that's psychopathic behavior, because any emotion can lead to psychopathic behavior. Any emotion can lead to a social construct that you made inside your own head that makes other people believe that you're... Bo, calm down. There's no one there. Any kind of belief system can turn into an emotional construct for psychopathic behavior, and it's been religion, it's been football, it's been major sports and major events, it's been the movies, because there's been places, it's been churches, and it's been obviously religion, I guess. But that's the reason why people get it into their heads where something has to happen in order for themselves to feel like they're in control ever again. Something has to be there in order for them to believe that they can do something on their own again. But they wind up realizing that those things just put them in jail, or those things put them in a place where they can't get out of, because it's the realization that doing something spontaneous is good, but doing something spontaneously out of the norm can get you labeled as something. You know, you're that guy. You're just that guy who likes to do those things, or and that can put you even deeper into sadness. And the realization that making better amounts of emotions for yourselves, or better emotions period for yourself, is the realization that you should smile most of the time. You should smile because life isn't that serious on the norm and in the regular, and people should understand that the true nature of what we actually believe and the true nature of what we actually need is something that we realized that a long time ago that could have helped us, and what we could have helped was ourselves, because people didn't want to go a certain direction, people didn't want to say things in a certain way, and sometimes we cover it up in our own lives. Sometimes we cover it up every single day, and because I don't believe in my own heart or in my own soul or in my own mind or in my own spirituality that religion ever meant anything to me, because there were people there that needed help, and that's all. So really they should have been going to therapy before they ever went to religion, like to believe something or to believe in something, because they were emotionally distraught or emotionally hurting other people or emotionally doing something that was just completely out of the norm, because they were living their lives. But I mean, according to my opinion, and this seems extremely biased, but what they should have understood is they should have been getting to know themselves. They really should have been getting to know themselves, because when you pick up a book and you look inside of it, you can escape into it, and no matter what the book is, even the Bible. So why would you pick up a book to learn about yourself? Why would you pick up another book, even a science book, to learn what's inside of you emotionally? Because that book doesn't tell you what's inside of you specifically emotionally. It only tells you what's inside of you physically, or even could tell you what is inside of you at all. So, I mean, and sometimes people are born without those organs. So even that book's wrong sometimes, or even most of the time, because people evolve constantly, and people evolve. So there's a hectic way of looking at things if you constantly look at something that's going to make you forget about who you are, or forget about what you want to do. And that brings about sadness, and it can bring about hate, and it can bring about hurt, because you're never going to be as much as you want to be if you don't start being yourself first. Because that's what anyone does. That's what everyone does every single day. They put themselves first and their safety first. And I mean, that sometimes they're emotionally distraught, sometimes they're emotionally intact, sometimes they're completely out off the norm of what you would think that emotions that would even be about. And it can change your life forever to get to know other people, or to get to know someone else's emotions, someone else's trust, someone else's anything. So if you believe in yourself, and if you believe in what you want to do, emotions come, and you'll see the reasons why you appreciate yourself, and you'll see the reason why you appreciate your emotions. And that's basically what I'm working on today. So thank you for staying with me for this video called Game Therapy. I'm in the emergency room. It's funny. It's kind of ironic. So what we're gonna do is say bye-bye, everybody. Just wanted to get those points out, and I hope everyone realizes that Zombie Jesus is just a funny thing that I say. I just blame Jesus for everything, because they killed him, and he was innocent. Probably not, but thank you, YouTube. Thank you, everyone, that's not watching right now. Have a good day.